Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, it's me again, the black man from the motherland, or wherever y'all want it may be. The man that's trying to help free his brother, what people think that's a bad thing to do, but I really don't care. You know, man, it's like I came up on a whole lot of information in the last few weeks, and to my surprise, man, it's a lot of names on certain things. A lot of brothers have been compromised. And I'm not talking about the big U situation case. I'm not even talking about that yet. I'm just talking about in general from my past demonstration, my past session over there in the Crenshaw area. It's a lot of brothers, man, that have been compromised, man, you know, before I even came around, before I even got on the block, before I start spinning, before I start repping, before I start, you know, getting in the streets, before a lot of things that transpires. A lot of brothers been compromised, and let's talk about this a little bit. Where let's do a little deep thinking. You know, when I was growing up, if you was out there doing what you doing in them streets, you was going to jail, man, for sure. And it's a lot of brothers, man, that been around that section and still around there. They haven't been to jail. They haven't did no time. And, you know, and we always wondered that, you know, we wondered that, we pondered that. Just not dealing with that section, any section, you know, all these sections, because you got informants everywhere. So we was pondered on that, but I done came up on this information. There's a lot of names on there, man, that I've seen. And you know what they have behind their names? It has do not arrest, right? If they get pulled over with you and your homies, even if they dirty, they'll mess around and they get free, they'll go. If they get pulled over by themselves on the block, they don't go to jail. If they catch a case, they'll get a DA reject. And these are the type of perks that they was getting in my era, you know. They was out there to do their thing. They was out there to get their money. They was out there to do all type of illegal activity. The only thing I don't think they was basically to do was murder and attempted murder. Because if they did something like that, they was gonna be outside the loop, and them people was never gonna be able to save them. You know, they had handlers. Deputy Marino had a lot of handlers. Officer Mays had a lot of handlers. Officer Cade, he had a lot of dudes on he was a handler to a lot of dudes over there as well. So it's like man, it'll blow you away, and then again it won't blow you away, because once you get older, you understand the magnitude of what's going on when you step outside the box. And what I mean when you step outside the box, that means you're no longer a part of that particular demonstration. And you can see in 3D what's going on. So back then when we was coming up, they got them particular perks. They didn't go to jail. They got pulled over. Do not arrest. And in this era, they have basically graduated. Even some of the old informers, they still around there, but they have graduated. Meaning that they get employed by the government, they get employed by the city, and they get employed by the county. Whatever agency they have, you know, they make from $80,000 to $100,000 a year to give out certain information, to infiltrate certain groups and corps of entities, the gangs, different sections, and be friends with different neighborhoods and stuff like that. So what they do is they give them carte blanche to get out here and do all these criminal activities, sell drugs, have licks-ups and stuff like that. And as long as they report these type of activities, they get paid on that side of the ball, meaning the law enforcement side, and they still get paid on the criminal side. So they burning both ends of the candle. And so to speak, in their world, in the informant world, that is very smart, because you can make a lot of money like that. Okay. But this is the thing that I want the brothers to understand, man. You know, like I always say, man, if you didn't do nothing to me or my family, I don't give a shit, man. I know the names. I have the information at my disposal. If I don't say your name, it's because the reason why I ain't saying your name, because you didn't help backdoor my little brother. You ain't never try to threaten my family. Maybe you a boy type dude anyway in my eyes when you over there. But this is the biggest thing that I want a lot of brothers to understand. The main dudes that be politicking, the main dudes that be always talking about you can't do this and you can't do that, it be the same dudes, bro, that be out there and they be compromised. These dudes be compromised, bro. So my lesson is to you brothers, man, pay attention to this. If you got 5 dudes in your group and you rocking with them, somebody in there is a informant. If you got 10 dudes in your group, 3 of them are informants. If you got 100 dudes in your group, 30 of them are informants. So you got to understand this, bro. Anything that you do criminally nowadays is being recorded, is being documented. And even if you're not telling a whole lot of people, if you tell one of your closest friends, he might tell one of his closest friends. So the information is going to always trickle down. So if you're doing something out there that you're supposed to be doing, I think the best thing for you to do is do it by yourself. Because I'm going to tell you like this, bro. You're up under investigation right now. It's a whole lot of brothers up under investigation, man. And then I'm saying that they up under investigation, not only in that section, in a whole lot of sections. A lot of brothers are being investigated. A lot of crews are being investigated. It's a lot of informants, male and female, that's out there in them streets that they giving up whatever they need to give up. They getting that money on the end of on that federal or law enforcement end, and they getting the money on this other end. So don't say I didn't tell you so, bro. You know, I've been beating my drum about this type of situation. You guys overlook a lot of stuff. You guys overlooked the situation with me 30 years ago. You guys overlooked a lot of situations 40 years ago. You guys just look, y'all pick and choose who y'all want to politic on. Y'all pick and choose who y'all want to believe just because y'all don't like certain dudes. You dudes try to falsify certain paperwork and spread around certain paperwork, and it don't be authentic, and so you guys can politic on certain individuals you guys don't like. But when some genuine, authentic paperwork surface to you guys, y'all say it's fake, and y'all say this and say that. That's why me personally, that's why I don't give a shit if them dudes is telling on y'all or not, man. So this is my thing for the youngsters over there, man, or any youngster that can reach this message or hear this message. Hey, bro, parachute away from that stuff, man. They ain't playing fair. They is not playing fair, brother. The brothers y'all think you trusting, the dudes you confiding in, the dudes that you rocking with, bro, you can't trust them, man. Get away from that stuff, man. Because if you guys ain't paying attention to what's going on, they giving y'all all the signs, bro. First it was the Big U situation. Then it was the Hoover situation, dealing with a Figueroa. It's not even, to me, I don't even think it's the Hoovers. I think it was just a group of individuals that was just out there doing criminal activity, and they target that group. And then you have another group that's doing all this flocking. Pay attention to what's going on, man. If you out there doing criminal activity, brother, you are being told on at this very day and as we speak, man, and you can be doing stuff for like 3 or 4 years. They got it all documented, and what they doing is they piling up all these charges on you so they can give you Buck Rogers numbers when they come get you. Hey, man, be aware of the informants. There's a lot of them going on around there in every section, in every hood, and every organization. I'm just not talking about California. I'm talking about in every United States ghettos. Get away from that stuff, man. Have a blessed day. Assalamu alaikum.